So actually riding a 1000cc bike is never really difficult. It's pretty easy, I would say.
I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots.
You are not as tough as
Hi R1, it was so nice seeing you again. I miss riding this Yamaha R1, and the reason why I'm saying that is because my bike was in the bike shop for about 1 week plus. I had some major maintenance going on my R1, and being the fact that this bike is already 11 years old. Oh. And for the past 1 week, I was in overseas, so I took this time to get my bike done up. So there are a lot of things being done on my bike. So like I mentioned earlier, this is an 11 years old bike. Definitely there will be a lot of wear and tear parts going on this R1. Okay, let's warm up the bike a bit. Okay. So I had my valve cover replaced, cooling system replaced, like the water hoses, the thermostat, coolant, water pump, clean up my throttle body, and also synchronize the throttle body, and also valve clearance. 2 years ago when I bought this bike, I had some gear sensor issues. So the gear indicator only indicate neutral, gear 1 and gear 2. And it doesn't indicate gear 3, gear 4, gear 5 and gear 6. So I also had the gear sensor replaced. All the gasket, all the oil seal and O-rings were also being replaced, as there's sign of leakage on the engine blocks. So which means right now my engine condition is 100%. Feels so good to ride again. So talking about riding, a lot of you have been asking me, is it hard to ride a 1 liter bike? So the definition of hard is it difficult to ride 1 liter bike? I would say it's not very difficult, as long as if you know how to ride a bike. Definitely you will know how to ride this R1 or other 1000cc bikes. So riding is all about throttle control, clutch control. So if you are riding a 1 liter bike, if you felt that your bike is going too fast, you can just ease off the throttle and then clutch in, and you're able to control your speed. So for those of you who are riding a 2B bike, be it a 150cc or 200cc bike, if you have decided to switch to a 1 liter bike, it's definitely a huge jump. So in the past, when I bought my R6, I was riding the Yamaha R15 back then, and with about 450cc difference, the differences is really huge. So let's say if you are riding on a normal street, usually on the 2B bikes, you'll be throttling 50%, and on the class 2 bike like the R6, probably you only need to throttle 10%, and on this R1, probably 5%, I would say. So the main difference between a smaller cc bike and this 1 liter bike is, first is the performance of the engine, and because it has a 1 liter engine underneath the tank, the power delivery and the top curve is really steep, so no matter what, you still have to get used to it. So second will be the weight of the bike. So 1 liter bike tends to be a lot more heavier because the engine is so powerful, so you will need a stronger frame to support the engine torque. So this is what contributed to the weight of the bike. And third will be the gearing. Like I say, it's a very powerful bike, so the gearing is much more taller than the 2B bike. And usually when I'm moving off from the traffic light, I'll shift the second gear at around maybe 40 to 50 kilometers per hour. Whereas on a 2B bike, probably 20 kilometers per hour, you need to shift up to second gear. Otherwise, your RPM will be a lot higher. So actually riding a 1000cc bike is never really difficult. It's pretty easy, I would say. But you just got to use to it. You just got to use to the power and also the top of the bike. But if you are just riding on the street, the 600cc is more than enough. 1 liter bike is just too overkill, I would say. My bike feels so different, man. After the bath clearance is being done, after cleaning off the throttle body, it felt so much responsive. It has been raining the whole day. Finally, the rain has come to a stop. And actually, initially I wanted to collect my bike, you know, in the morning, but it was raining. And it was raining non-stop until afternoon. And this is why I'm collecting my bike at such a late hour. So the total repair cost is about $2,000 over. This is the part and parcel of owning a bike, especially bigger CC bikes, because the parts tends to be more expensive on bigger bikes. And for 1 liter bikes, it requires 4 liters of engine oil, 4 spark plugs. So this is why your maintenance cost is a lot higher than the 2B bikes. Wow, the sound of the crossplane engine. Love it, man. Go. Nowadays, newer bikes comes with the riding mode. So if you are buying a 1 liter bike, if the bike comes with the riding mode, you're able to change your riding mode. So talky. Yeah, so you're able to change the riding mode. So on this particular Yamaha R1, it has 3 riding mode. There's A mode, B mode, and also standard. So standard mode is in between A mode and B mode. So for B mode, it has lower throttle sensitivity, and for A mode, the sensitivity of the throttle is really high, and the standard is between the B mode and the A mode. So if you are very new to the 1 liter bike, probably you can just ride in the B mode, as the throttle is not so sensitive. It allows you to, you know, ride more comfortable, and it's easier for you to control the bike. So once you have gotten used to the B mode, you can try to switch it up to the standard mode. To be honest, I don't really ride my bike in A mode because A mode is too sensitive. It's very hard to, you know, control the bike, and standard is the perfect, you know, mode to ride. Once you have got used to the 1 liter bike, yeah, need to fill up my tank again. Another part and parcel of owning a 1 liter bike is that you have to visit the petrol kiosk very frequently. 1 liter, I'm able to travel around 12 to 14 kilometers. Whereas on a 2B bike, it's shift. Okay. So whereas on the 2B bike, probably 1 liter, you're able to travel between 40 to 50 kilometers. Sorry? Oh, okay. So what time can I pump?
2 minutes like that.
2 minutes. Can.
3 minutes.
Can. I can wait. Since I need to wait, might as well just go and fill up my tire. Oh my god, drop my glove. Yeah, so 2B bikes, fuel consumption is really good. 1 liter bike, it's crazy, man. But of course, in exchange of power and performance. So front tire 37. Where's the valve? I can't find my valve, man. Where's my valve? Oh, okay. So every 2 weeks I will try to, you know, inflate my tires, making sure that there's enough air in my tire to prolong the life of the tire. And tire pressure also contributed to the fuel consumption. So if your tire pressure is too low, which means there's more contact point on the road, and this will, you know, increase the fuel consumption. Okay, got it. The rear tire. So for the front, I will pump 37 and rear I'll pump 40. I find that this is the perfect air pressure setup for this R1. Okay, I'm done. I'll eat with the pump now. Let's push it back. So earlier on, talking about riding mode. So the riding mode control is right on the right side of the handlebar. So for this Yamaha R1, you're able to switch the riding mode by pushing this button. So right now it's A, B, and standard. Okay, I think can already. Okay, 5,000, which is 95 RON equivalent. So you guys are, you know, considering getting a 1 liter bike, yeah, just go for it. Actually, it's not very difficult to ride a 1 liter bike. Just got to, you know, get used to it, control your clutch, control your throttle, and you got to ride more often to get used to the bike, because the more you ride, the more experienced you are, the more capable of you controlling the bike. Alright, I'm done. Okay, cap off, cap on, turn on the bike, reset. Also bear in mind that if you're riding a 1 liter bike, the road tax, insurance is a lot more expensive. Other than that, it's just a bike with a 1 liter engine. Alright guys, so that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And also, if you have any questions regarding riding a Yamaha R1 or a 1 liter bike in Singapore, yeah, you can just DM me on my IG, or you can just comment down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Ride safe and bye!
Don't wanna test your luck with me. I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots.
You are not as tough as